Hello everyone, my name is Danny Garola from Stampin sidebyside.blogspot.com. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Tucson, Arizona. Welcome and thank you for joining me for Funday Monday number 26. Come on in, say hi, tell me where you're from. If you're watching this from YouTube, then please hit that subscribe button. I will be doing a giveaway once we hit 50 subscribers on YouTube. If you would like more information about today's card, please visit my blog. Also, while you are there, hit that follow by email. It's over in the right-hand column. This will send you an email every time I upload something new. Also, on the blog, you will find all the dimensions under the card recipes. And let's see, what else do we need to go through? I would love your business. So there is a shop button here on Facebook. Also on my blog, there is a shop button. And, you know, your support helps me be able to keep bringing you guys free videos and the weekly giveaways that we do, which is, you know, what we have coming up. So without further ado, let's announce the winner chicken dinner. So it looks like the winner for Funday Monday number 25 is Amber Weinstock. You are getting, I know it's going to be backwards for you guys, but you're going to be winning this card. Hard doing this stuff backwards. There's the inside. Hi, Patty. I'm glad you could join me this time. Hi, Mom. All right, so we have the winner announced. Also, I hope you guys have had a chance to go over to the blog and see that I've posted some new stuff. We are on that full swing of the Hey Chick and Hey Birthday Chick. They are the cutest sets. Those run from February 2nd through June 30th. I put a whole, you know, blog about these chicks, so you can see not only the super adorable stamp sets, but the dies as well. All right, let's turn you guys around. Are we having any freezing problems here? Because it looks like when I'm watching myself on my iPad, looks like we kind of froze up a little bit. I don't know, maybe not. All right. So remember, if I don't give all the dimensions when I'm making these cards, they're going to be on the blog along with this video for an assembly video. And I call them card recipes. And then if you would like to purchase any of the products from what we use today, I put that under our product, I list it as ingredient list, because, you know, this is kind of like cooking, but we're cooking up cards, right? All right, don't get motion sickness. I'm going to flip you guys around, so if you need to, shut your eyes so I can get us zoomed down here so you guys can watch what I'm doing. All right, so hold on just a minute. All right, I think that looks okay. Can you guys see me down here enough, or do I need to move this way? I think we'll be okay. All right, the 2 cards. Yes, I said 2. Normally I only make 1 card, but because Valentine's Day is coming up, I wanted to get these made so you guys can see, sorry, I didn't mean to shake you, some of the cuteness that we have in the JJ Mini catalog. All right, so let's get into this first card. So what I like about this first card is some people don't like, you know, having to buy the DSP that goes along with, oh good, I'm not freezing. All right, nice. Is that they don't want to have to purchase the DSP, or which designer series paper, that's what DSP stands for. And they would rather kind of create their own. Well, I'm going to show you how to create your own designer series paper on this card. So this is Rococo Rose. It is a delicious color. I'm a pink fan. Pink is kind of my life. And this is kind of a rosy pink. It's not necessarily pink. So this is 8.5. It's an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock cut in half at 5.5. So now we're going to score this in between the 8.5. So it's going to be 4.25. Let me get out my piece here. So okay, we want to make sure that's good and varnished. Oh, guys, I didn't mean to hit you guys again. I got to find a different spot to put all my stuff. Let's move this over here, because otherwise I'm going to keep shaking you guys around and making you crazy. All right, so look at this set. It's called Forever and Always. Do we need this light on? Are we creating maybe a shadow? This has got some great dies where you've got the, I guess this would be like the shadow. And then along with the word always, you've got love, and then the shadowed part for love. Then your flowers, all your flowers right here can be die cut. Your words have sentiment boxes to cut those out, which we're going to be using one of those today. And we're going to be using that always. So you're going to need 2 of your basic white pieces. These are both at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, because they're only a 1/8 inch difference of the card, because like I said, we're going to create one of these as our background paper, our DSP. So let's grab our stamping. Okay, we're going to need Pear Pizzazz, Rococo Rose, and Blushing Bride are going to be our colors. We're going to use that big flower. Maybe it's easier to see this way. We're going to use the biggest flower from here. There's our big flower. We're going to be using our little flower, which is this one. And then our, where is it? Our little leaf. Okay. So we're going to come in with Rococo Rose first. And then take our big flower. Just lightly tap on that. Then we're kind of just going to sporadically stamp this around, but knowing that we want to leave room for our other flower. But no rhyme or reason on how we're stamping here. I like to turn them upside down so they don't look like they're something that I've got planned on here. then maybe come in with just a little bit of that. All right, now I'm going to take my Blushing Bride. I'm not going to close that yet because I might need that again. Blushing Bride. I'm going to put a little bit of the leaf here. One here. So, Miss Deborah, mother of mine, did you ever come up with a name for that little goat outside? We had a goat born, and I've told my mom that she gets to name the goat because it's kind of adopted her as its mother, because every time she comes over, she gets to feed it. Its mother decided that it wasn't going to nurse, so my mother bottle feeds it. So I told her, okay, it's yours. You get to name it. So now in some of these little white spots, I'm just going to come in with this green leaf and just kind of fit it where I can. Okay, maybe I need something down here. All right. And some of this is going to get covered up, so it's okay. Maybe one more in here. All right, there's that. Now we will need that for the inside of our card. Okay, I'm going to set that aside and let that dry. Now this is going to be the inside of our card. So I'm going to come in with that big flower again. And I'm just going to kind of stamp that down here. And why I shut this, who knows. And then put it right here. Because we have to make the inside of our card just as pretty as the outside of our card. And then kind of come in with that. Come over here. And see how I kind of boo-booed that? It's okay. It's a leaf. Okay. Now, those are done besides our... We're going to put the word love right up here in the Rococo Rose. So when you enter to win the card this week, you get to pick which card you would like, because I promise you, you're going to love these both. But I'm going to let you pick from one of them. Okay, so now we're going to kind of let that dry again. Bring in our card base. We are going to go ahead and add this to the front of our card. And we're leaving just 1/8 of an inch around the border. So just a little bit of that Rococo Rose to be seen. All right, now, like I said, we're going to grab that always I'm grabbing the bigger one, the shadow, right? Isn't that what I grabbed? Yep, I grabbed the shadow piece. And I forgot my little white strip here. This little white strip is 5 by 2. And we are just going to be cutting that out. But what did I do with my... There it is. I didn't even grab it out of there. Again, I'm going to use This time I'm going to use the lighter, the Blushing Bride. Maybe if I can get this stinking thing open. I'm just going to stamp this on here. Okay, just like that. Close this again because since it's a pink tint, I will stick my hands in it. I'm going to move my card out of the way, grab my Baby Boss over here. Lay my number 1 down first. One of my number 2s, which I've designated this one. As you can see, it's been all cut up. That is my designated cutting mat. I'm going to place this on here like this. Actually, I'm going to turn this so I can lay it on there. And I'm just going to line that up on there. Just like that. And then I just take a piece of removable tape and just hold it into place so it doesn't shift once I start going through the cutter. Okay. And then I just turn that. And I think that tape has seen better days, so that one's gonna go. I like to stick my, I'm not gonna do it right now, but normally I like to stick those away right after I use them so they don't fall on the floor and I misplace them. Because if you know me, things just disappear in plain sight. All right, we are using these, I think it's called the Duo Heart Punch Pack. I'm not quite sure what it's called, but I'm going to come in with the solid. Maybe one of you know what the name of this punch set is. I'm assuming, Miss Deborah, you should know what that punch duo's called since it's yours. Okay, so I did in the Blushing Bride, I did the scalloped heart, and then in the Rococo Rose, I did the solid heart. One is a hair smaller than the other, so they can nest inside of one another. And we have some stamp sets that coordinate with this that if you were to do this like in white, you can stamp inside of it. But see how they fit together? So cute. And so you'll need a scrap piece of your Rococo Rose and your Blushing Bride. All right, this heart is going to, I gotta get my center out of here for a minute. This is gonna go in the middle. So let me grab some glue and stick that down. So, like I was saying, if you don't like a DSP, create your own. You can do this with any stamp set. Okay, that's gonna go. I'm gonna move that up just a little bit. Right like that. Then I'm going to, did I put my green away? Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. I need to use this Pear Pizzazz. And I'm going to take the words forever and always, or forever, because our always is right there. I'm just going to stamp that on there. So tone on tone is beautiful. And I thought I had my little die out, but I didn't. Just when I think I have everything pulled out and ready to use, something has to be hiding. Okay, I'm going to bring this out again. Okay, put number 1 in, lay number 2 down, take this, and let me grab a piece of that tape. And what I do is I just stick it to the back of my hand, pull it off, put it down again, just so I don't rip my paper. Because the oils from your hands will keep it from tearing anything up. And I just kind of align that right on there. Just like that. I think it shifted on me. Now grab my other number 2 plate, stick it right on top, and then let's go. This is smooth like butter. I do have to tell you, I ordered the Big Boss. It should be here sometime this week. Excited to show you that. So see, that was kind of nice. My piece came right out of there. So I just take my little piece of tape and I just stick it to the handle of my machine. And then there's my Forever And. Now we're going to take a piece of this beautiful metallic ribbon. This is in the Blushing Bride, or you can flip it over and it's solid on one side, or it's beautifully and sparkly on one side, on the other. Okay, so I want it just to be a little bit longer than my little saying here. So I know I'm going to come like right here and snip that. All right, now I'm going to take that piece and I'm going to kind of go down towards the bottom here. And I'm going to attach that with some snail here. Okay, just like that. Turn it around and lay it where I want it, which right there is great. All right, this little piece is now going to get glued. I'm going to make sure I put enough glue up on the top because it's going to stick to the paper, because I'm not sure if this glue is going to hold it directly to our ribbon. But that is going to now go right here. So you're just seeing a bit of that metallic ribbon. All right, this heart, we're going to come in with some dimensionals. And I've still got some bits in scraps on here, so we're going to use these. Okay, do you ever use washi tape to hold things down? Absolutely. I do use washi tape. I actually have always used washi tape to put things on placement, but my mom bought me this really cool little tape dispenser, and it's got a removable tape that's in there right now. So it's just been kind of my go-to because I just clamp it to the side of my desk and then it's just right there. So, but no, absolutely. I have always used washi tape. So that is a great product to use on holding things down. Absolutely. All right, so I'm going to take this heart and I'm just going to barely cover that green and that ribbon. Just like that. Then, since I know my A is going to go here, and my, see, I still didn't move that thing down far enough. Come on, let go. All right, this needs to be moved down just a hair. There we go. I had it up too far. All right, like that. There we go, that's better. All right, so I'm gonna put regular glue just up on the top of this A because it's going to be the same level as the heart, but since I have it up on dimensionals, my A and my L will be on there, but my W, A, Y, S, I'm gonna put the mini dimensionals on. And the little Y there. And then this part of the A, that little swirly, is going to be hanging off. So I'm going to put it on that as well. And then come in with my glue on the top of the A and the L. All right. I use the patterns I don't like that comes in the packets. The patterns, oh, like pattern paper, is that what you're saying? That is one of the cool things about what Stampin' Up! Did with some of our DSP this time, is they did on, what is the, oh, Flower and Field paper. It's one of our celebrations. They did more of a pattern on one side, and then the other side is more of like these bold flowers. So why is our screen looking so fuzzy? Is your guys' screen fuzzy? Because on my iPad it looks really, really fuzzy, but on here it doesn't look too fuzzy. Oh, the patterns, yes, for the washi tape. No, I gotcha. All right, so there, we're almost done with this card because I still have to put the inside of it in it, but I want to show you guys something really cool. This is really neat to make. So I just grab this was like a dog food can box or whatever. The one that I'm using, it comes in 2 different colors. This is the all-purpose ink, but it is like this frosty, this one is the champagne mist. But let's see if I can get this for you guys to look inside of. It's like a paint, if I don't dump it everywhere. And it's got a glimmer to it. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. But anyways, you take the 70% Episol, however you say that, rubbing alcohol, and you pour it about half the way up in here, and you put 4 to 6 drops of that champagne, or I have another one of these misters. These misters are a great deal. They're 2 for $3. And the mist that comes out of them is so fine, and it always comes out so perfect. It doesn't get gooped up. Never had a problem with it. But once you put your rubbing alcohol in there, go halfway up with rubbing alcohol, put 4 to 6 drops of your shimmer paint in there, shake it up, then go back up to probably about, I would say 3/4 of the way, fill it back with the rubbing alcohol. Then that leaves you some headspace here to be able to screw the lid back on this and not have it shoot all out of there. So just shake this thing up. Then I'm just going to come in here and I'm just going to mist this. And you can get crazy, or I mean, you can go as light or crazy as you want. I like a lot of shimmer, so I go a little crazy. So right now you can see this is wet, but since it's rubbing alcohol, it's going to dry quickly. And then you will see the most beautiful shimmer and shine. Let me stand up and see if you guys can see that in the camera. Oh yeah, you can kind of see that shimmer on there. Oh, there you go. Now you can see it. See on those hearts? Well, that is all over that card. And it just adds something to get a card that just has some blings to it. All right, so that's what that is. Let's put the inside of this card in here. Yesterday I added some really cute cards to the blog. If you follow the blog by email, you should have received an email from me probably this afternoon that I just uploaded another blog entry, and it was for all about celebration. All right, so that's the inside of that card, and that's the outside. And then you've got that beautiful shimmer on there. Isn't that a cool card? And so something like this, the other thing that I like about it, you are not stuck with these colors at all. You can use any colors you want. Some purples, some greens would be great on there with the purples. 2 tones of purple, like your Highland Heather and your, what's another, Gorgeous Grape would be neat. You could do grays with the purples and the green. Then you could turn this card into a wedding card. This can be an anniversary card. It doesn't have to be Valentine's Day, but there's that one. All right, let's do the next card. This next card is using our new, it's a new paper pack from the JJ Mini catalog. And if you need any of the catalogs, please let me know, because they are new from the ones that are from the previous round that I've sent everybody. All right, these are double-sided. This piece is cut up because we are going to be using that. So there's this with the stripes. You've got, and this pack is all the black and whites. This with this. So see how one side, what I was saying is how one side is more florally and the other one's more of the pattern abstract. This with the polka dots. Love those polka dots. This is the paper that we're using now, so I only have 1 sheet of it because I've already cut it and chopped it and loved it. This with those. Ooh, that makes my eyes wonky. And then that piece there with those. So the other thing, oh, sorry, I shook you guys around. The other thing that is so cool to do with this paper is all of these flowers, leaves, and, you know, the little pieces of eucalyptus, it can all be colored. So this, you're going to see me do it on the card that was coming up, but any little white piece on here, you can make whatever colors you want. Again, talk about making your own DSP to match what you want to make. All right, I know I'm not going to get those in there right now, so I'm just going to set that aside. And then we have, and that is called, did I tell you what that was called? That is called the True Love Designer Series paper. I have all the ingredients. I have an ingredient list on the blog as well, which is you just click whatever you want. It takes you right to my store and you can purchase it from there. All right, look at this stuff. This is Rococo Rose. You've got the Blushing Bride and the Sahara Sand. You get 2 sheets of each of these. But again, I've been chopping and loving. That is called the Love You Always foil sheets. All right, we're going to be using both of those products. All right. So this is, where did I put my little sticky with, oh, that's right. All right, this card base is 5.5 by 7 1/4 cut, embossed at 4 1/4. Okay, so this little piece is just going to go like that. So you're pretty much cutting 1.5 inches off. Or 1.25 inches off, not 1.5 inches, because it would be 8.5, so yeah. All right, there's that piece. Now our flap, which I've made this card. What did I make this card into? I made this card on another, I made this design card on something else that we just recently made, and I am in love with this design. All right, this little flap is 7.5 by 3.25, scored at 3 3/4. So that's our inside flap. Our outside designer series paper, that's that one that I showed you I was cutting. This is 5.25 by 2 3/4. This is going to go on here. This is our outside little panel. Our inside panel is 4 by 5.25. So you have the other side of that, but that's going to go in there, which we can attach right now. Oh, these little goobies keep getting stuck on this glue. You know what I just forgot? I forgot to make the envelope for that last card. I'm surprised you guys aren't yelling at me. Wait a minute, where's the matching envelope for that card? We'll do it when we're done with this one, because I got to make one for this too, so I don't forget altogether. So this is going to go on here. This is going to go on the front of this. But we need 3 little pieces of our basic white. Like I said, 3 of them at 3.5 by 3. They're all 3 the same. One is going to be our focal point, and then the other 2 go on the insides here. But before we get stamping, we're going to take this piece here, and we're going to come in with our Rococo Rose, because that's this color. And I'm just going to color some of these flowers in. And no rhyme or reason how I'm doing them. I'm just sporadically doing them, but I'm coming in with the light Rococo Rose for the petals, and then I will do the dark Rococo Rose for the inside of the flower. And then kind of randomly, I know you guys didn't come in here to watch me color, but it's just kind of the thing. I need a drink. Hi, Miss Heather Tiffany. How are you? How's your guys' weather over there in Tennessee? It's probably wonderful right now because you're not dealing with bugs. Well, maybe you are. I don't know. I've never been to Tennessee, but I couldn't live in that area just because of the crazy bugs. All right, do this other big one over here because we're going to see more of that side of that when it's closed. We need a couple more. Let's do this big one down here. So these pins that I'm using are called our Stampin' Blends pins. They blend very nicely together. You have a light one and a dark one. And you can do shadowing and that kind of stuff. We need one up here. I mean, you can get as crazy as you want with coloring these flowers, and you can color them all in if you want. But I just wanted just enough to grab that color. All right, that's good for now. If I want to come in and add more, I can. Now I'm just going to grab the dark and put it in the center of those flowers. Just like that. All right, this piece can now get attached to the front. And because those blends are alcohol, they will bleed through to the back of your paper, which is fine because you're gluing that down, so you're not going to see it anyways. Oh, good. I have no more Marianne. I wasn't writing things down. Yes, I put them all over on the blog. The blog again is stampinsidebyside.blogspot.com. These will probably be uploaded by the time I get the video uploaded and get the blog written. I will have these cards probably up. I'm gonna say I'm hoping to have them up tonight, but sometimes that doesn't always happen because life throws you a curveball. But if you go to the blog and you say follow me by email, it will send you an email to let you know when I have uploaded anything new to the blog. All right, I'm going to use this big flower, so I need to get that cleaned off. This is our chamois, which I've loved very well, but I just keep it in one of these clear cases and it stays wet. And it is the most amazing stamp cleaner. All right, I need my, I just set it down. Where did I put it? I don't need stays on. I need Memento. Oh, I have it over here in my basket waiting for me. Let's see, and I should have my little pad underneath here, but I haven't been doing it. And it's been stamping just fine. All right, we're going to use our Memento ink for this. Okay, we're going to take our little 3 by 3.5, one of them. We're just going to stamp. Actually, let's do the middle one first. All right, I got to clean the middle one too. Just because the middle one will help us with our placement. Okay, I'm going to take that and just put it right down here on the bottom. This is going to be using our blender brushes to make this card. And I'm just turning it where the petals are staggering in between each other. Okay, this one I'm going to kind of do a little bit higher up on the card. Okay, just like that. Now our lid. All right, give that a second to dry. All right, a blender brush. These come in a 3-pack. I'm going to grab that Rococo Rose ink because that's that flap color that we're using, and that was the pins that we used to color in those little flowers. And I'm just going to lightly kind of just dab it around. And this is actually a makeup brush that Stampin' Up! Sells for blender brushes, which they are the softest. I mean, you can buy them for makeup brushes because they are the softest things on earth. You know, and one of the funniest things I heard the other day, I was watching one of our team members, and she uses a blender brush. She uses a blender brush with our either soft suede or the early espresso, and when she gets those grays on the top of her head, she uses this and rubs it kind of like they have that hair color out there that you could like spray down the center of your head. She uses our ink. It's water-based, so it just washes out. And she uses it to cover up her grays. Because especially right now, some salons are not open. I just thought, oh my God, that is perfect. All right. That is blending. It just adds a little something, something, adds some color to those flowers, but doesn't, I don't know. It's a whole different look in itself, and I love it. So that is going to go on the front flap of this. This is a brand new glue. I don't know why it is getting so goopy. Ugh. Just seems to want to dry awfully fast. But then again, it has been kind of warming up here. We were in the 70s today. Okay. All right, that's going to sit right like that. Okay. This part you're not going to put anything on because it's going to get stuck there. But I'm going to take that little flower again and do the small flower down here on the bottom. And then with just what little bit of ink I have left on my blender, oh, I'm going to actually give that 2 seconds to dry. Oh, you guys, I need to, there we go. Now you guys can kind of see me a little bit more. I just looked up and saw that I was off camera doing this. Well, that doesn't help you guys much because then you can't see me. All right, just what little bit of color I have on there, just do that. Okay, this one is going to now go on the inside flap. Watching my margins all around. And then this one, okay, that little flap is done. Get this out of the way. I am going to take a piece of, what was this, 2x5 of the black, and I'm going to run it through the Baby Boss. And this is the shadow piece. One, two, cut, and then put the top on that. Okay, and that one, since I didn't have it lining up on anything, I didn't really have to put the tape on there. Stampin' Up! Did, see, like that. Didn't I tell you that they fall on the floor and that I lose the darn things? Stampin' Up! Did have a magnetic plate that was quite awesome, but it wasn't up to their standards, so they did away with it. But they are trying to find a manufacturer that will make them a new one, because they know how all of us loved our magnetic plate to hold our dies in place once we stuck them on here. Where did I put my set? All right, now I'm coming in with the more intricate of the always. And again, 2x5 on this little piece of, and look, I got a fingerprint goober on there. I just kind of rub it against my jeans there and lay this down. Again, since it's going on such a big sheet, I don't need to worry about taping it down. Okay, there's that. Let's get this put out of the way. And this, I mean, you can keep it for like little tiny flowers to cut out of there. I don't know, I'm kind of a paper hoarder. All right, now watch this. Just want to, and see, most of your little inside pieces will stay on there. You have a few that didn't come off, but all I have to do is just kind of poke them. Or I could always come in and grab my take a pick tool, poke that right out. Like that. All right, then I just take that and kind of just clean it off into the garbage can. Because otherwise I walk in and find little shimmery pieces all over my floor. All right, where did I put? Okay, there's the little black piece. Now this, I just take a little bit of glue just on kind of the wider pieces, wider spots of this, because it doesn't take a lot of glue to get this to stick. Just kind of put enough glue on there to keep that stuck to that black. And with this shiny foil paper against that black, oh, wait till you see this. And I always try to line my L up first, and then everything else kind of just falls in place. That's just how I do it. It just seems like the L is the magical spot, and then everything else falls right into place, and that's a good thing, because otherwise I would be, with my perfectionist self, I would be sitting here fiddling with this thing for days. All right, let's bring our card back in. This is now going to get glue attached all over the back of it. And I'm going to line that up in the center, watching my top and bottom margin. Okay, just like that. And I got some glue that came off there, but that's good. We have a glue remover little... Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell this, but I think I got it at like Hobby Lobby, or it was actually when we probably lived back up in Portland. There was a store called Crafter's Warehouse. I think we got it there. Am I frozen? Oh, no. Now I can see myself moving. Looked like it was frozen for a minute. Now in here, we can choose many of these little words to put in here, or depending on how you're giving this card and who you're giving it to. Myself, I leave it blank, and then you guys, since you're winning, you know, one of these cards, whether you pick this one or the other one, I'm letting you decide what you put in the inside of that. I mean, we could always come in with that love and stamp that. Actually, I'm going to do that. Unless you guys tell me no. You guys decide. Should I put the love inside of there? I'll give you a couple minutes and we'll wait for you guys to pop up and see what you say. But I'm going to grab the mini black dimensionals. These work great for these dark projects. And right now you can see the little white piece that keeps the adhesive covered. But in just a minute, you are going to see that it is all black. All right, now watch. When I take those little things off, you don't see them. So that way, when somebody holds up their card like this, they're not going to see the little white ones in there because you have black paper. I mean, if somebody's going to turn their card sideways and look that, you know, deeply at it, then whatever. But I just like them. Okay, you both said love is good. All right. Okay, and the always is going to come kind of, because I don't want it hanging too much off of this flap, but I want to make sure that this opens without it getting stuck over here. All right, so the always is going to go right there. Then I have a couple of these little you've got the smaller ones and then the bigger ones. I put my take a pick tool back. All right, put it back. All right, we've got this little thing here, and I've got to get some more pushed up. There we go. All right, I'm going to take a big one, And just stick that towards the top up here. And then I'm going to take a little one and put it right here. Isn't that cute? Oh, I just love that card. And then when you open that up, let's put the love inside of there. We're going to do it with Rococo Rose. Okay, there's love. Oh, isn't that just beautiful? Oh my goodness. Oh, the small things in life that excite me. All right, so love. I love this card. Very shimmery, very cool. I think you could even give this to a man and it wouldn't be like, yes, it's pink. I get it. Some guys like pink, but it's got a lot of black on there too. So coming from, you know, someone they love, I don't think they're going to care what color it is. Or like I said, wedding card, you know, you hope that they're always in love. And then we have this one with all those little sparklies on there with the love. So, like I said, you guys, these things will be, these two cards will be put on the blog, hopefully tonight. Go over, put your email in there, and then it will automatically pop it up to you and let you know when I upload. I know my blogger's kind of having an issue, and I've read that it's happening a lot, that the emails are not being sent as soon as we hit it. Sometimes it takes a couple of hours, so just keep checking the blog, or yeah, or rewind this video once I get it. You can either watch it on YouTube or however, and then listen to the dimensions, but sometimes it's kind of hard because I kind of mess up on dimensions, so it's just better if you read them once I get them down. So look for the card recipe. And to purchase any product, it is card ingredients. All right, you guys, any questions? How do you enter to win the card? Okay, so let me tell you, you either like, or you can do all three. Like this video, share this video, or comment on this video. And Patty, you have already commented on this video numerous times, so you're already entered, my dear. But for anybody else, yes, it's like, comment, or subscribe onto this here Facebook Live, and then you will be entered. All right. I hope you... Oh, envelopes. Oh, absolutely. Oh, geez. See? I even said I wasn't going to forget it, and I did. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Eeh. Wow. Good call. Good call. All right, we are going to take both of these and grab, let me clean these off really quick because I just used them in the black. But actually, where did I put my, oh yeah, I set my paper over here. Hold on just a second. I don't think this one's going to be long enough. Nope, I got to cut another piece. All right, for that card, I need a 2x6. Or is it 2x6, right? Yep, 2x6. And I think it was probably 2.5 by 6, so I'm gonna probably have to cut this again because I can already see, yeah, 2.5 by 6. See, I get myself all flustered, starting to have a hot flash because I forgot things, and you know how that works. Maybe you don't know how that works, but it's horrible. Hot flashes are not fun, but unfortunately, we have to just do what we have to do, right? All right, this piece is going to get glued down here. And right now I have my computer plugged in, the cord plugged in over here. So my fan's not plugged in. So yes, when I have a hot flash, I just have to deal with it. Okay, just like that. Now again, come in with those. I'm not going to do it right now because, or well, maybe I should. Yeah, I should, just to show you. All right, cut. You're just going to follow your, am I on camera or do I have it too close to myself? Follow your envelope. Just like in grade school when you had to trace, we're tracing with our scissors. This is also called fussy cutting, but normally you fussy cut around a stamped image. Okay, there you go. There's your envelope. That goes for that card. But we got to color a couple of those in. You know what else I think I might do, since I've already got the black on here, is find my Memento ink. Put that away. We're going to go like this. And then give that a couple shakes to dry. I've got hair falling out of my head. Having hot flashes and I have hair falling out. Jeez Louise. Come in with these. And I would love it if you are a YouTube subscriber to go over to my YouTube and hit that subscribe button to my channel, because not sure if you missed it from the intro, but I am going to have a giveaway once we hit 50 subscribers. All right, and you could do more flowers on that, absolutely. And I might do more later when we're done here, but just for time's sake, or for time saving, I'm just going to leave it like that. But there you go. There's your envelope for that one. Let's do the envelope for the other one. I'm going to grab a piece of scrap, maybe. Actually, I do need a piece of scrap, so we gotta go like this. That's not gonna work. Where is my scrap paper? Oh, I'll just use the back of this. I'm gonna use the back of my my little chickie here. All right, let me clean this off. Since we just had that in black ink, I definitely don't want that on my ink pads. Okay, grab our Rococo Rose and our Blushing Bride and the green. Where'd the green go? Okay. Again, we're going to make kind of our own DSP on the top of this. All right, hold that like that. Or, you know what else I could do? which would be smarter. Think smarter, not harder. I grew up hearing that my whole life, but you know, sometimes it just doesn't stick. So we've got Rococo Rose, Blushing Bride. We are going to do like this. Like this. And like that. Okay, that was in Blushing Bride. Now we have Rococo Rose. My son's all excited. He got re-registered for school for his high school this year. He picked culinary. I was so shocked when he came out and told me, hey mom, I just picked culinary for my 11th grade school year. I was like, oh, okay, hey, you can cook for me all day long. I'm okay with that. Geez, deny myself of food and somebody else cooking for me. Hey, I'm there. So, and he loves cooking. He doesn't do it very often, but he does love cooking. So, hey, now he can do it for a grade. Works for me. And he took ROCT, or Junior ROTC. He's in class number 1 right now for junior year. And then next year he's taking part 2 of that. He's in the Marine Junior ROTC. And what else did he take? Law. I was like, what? He's always said that he wants to be a cop. I think he kind of goes back and forth with that, because sometimes he says he wants to be a cop, but then he says he wants to be an EMT for the fire department. And I'm good with either one of those. As a mother, I'm going to say that it is scary to think of your son becoming a cop, but you know, he's got goals. I can't fault him for having goals. Oh, you know what? Let's put another flower on the front of this. What did we do? We did this and the big flower. Okay, like that. Okay, on that other envelope, I forgot to do the front of it. I'm a little scatterbrainy. I swear, hot flashes and scatterbrainy. Okay, just add a little bit of that ink to that, just to bring that all together with our card. And like I said, I love this flap. So there's that, and the outside of our card, our envelope, I mean. Then there is that one with the outside and the back. Doesn't that just add something to an envelope? Could you imagine getting one of these cards in the mail? Wouldn't that just make you happy? Just seeing the envelope would make me happy. Like, you got to only imagine what's in the inside of this sucker. All right, now I think we are really done for good. Did I forget anything else? I think I mentioned everything, probably, and then some, because talking about my kids and all that good stuff. So, yes, you guys are already entered. I will see you guys next Monday for the winter chicken dinner. So have a great week. Take care of yourselves, and, you know, be kind. We live in such a world that, you know, it's hard for me to leave my house because people are just unkind. So you do your part to be kind. All right, you guys, have a good one. Bye.